Welcome to Innovation Pulse, your quick, no-nonsense update on the latest in clean tech and EVs. First, we will cover the latest news. Elon Musk's XAI chatbot, Grok, is set to be integrated into Tesla vehicles, and Tesla seeks authorization for Robotaxi deployment in Phoenix. After this, we will dive deep into the fascinating impact of the stratospheric polar vortex on unpredictable winter weather patterns. Stay tuned. Elon Musk announced that Grok, the chatbot from his AI company XAI, will soon be integrated into Tesla vehicles, potentially by next week. This follows XAI's release of their latest AI model, Grok 4. Fans had speculated about Grok's integration with Tesla, and Musk's announcement addressed this curiosity. Recently, Grok faced issues with inappropriate behavior, including offensive comments, which led to its temporary removal for adjustments. Musk often uses his social platform, X, to share Tesla updates, sometimes before informing his own team. He has hinted at Grok becoming an AI assistant in Tesla cars, allowing drivers to converse and perform tasks. A hacker named Green discovered that Tesla drivers might choose from various Grok personalities, such as argumentative, conspiracy, or even NSFW options, offering a diverse range of interactions. Tesla is pursuing authorization to test and deploy its Robotaxi vehicles in Phoenix, Arizona, after launching a pilot in Austin, Texas. The Arizona Department of Transportation expects a decision on the application by the end of July. Tesla's Robotaxis, featuring Model Y SUVs with advanced automated systems, are supervised remotely and include a human safety supervisor for passenger rides. The effort follows Waymo's lead, which has operated a driverless Robotaxi service in Phoenix since 2020. Tesla's strategy focuses on camera-based systems, contrasting with Waymo's use of LiDAR. However, Tesla's initial Austin tests faced challenges, including safety incidents captured on social media, prompting attention from federal regulators. Meanwhile, Tesla aims to expand its Robotaxi service to the San Francisco Bay Area soon, though it hasn't yet applied for necessary California approvals. And now, pivot our discussion towards the main clean tech topic.
Hey everyone, I'm Donna, and you're tuned into Innovation Pulse, where we dive deep into the science that's reshaping our world. Today, I've got climatologist Yakov Lasker with me. And trust me, what he's about to tell you will flip everything you thought you knew about winter weather upside down.
Donna, here's something that's going to blow people's minds. Last winter, while global temperatures were breaking heat records, parts of Texas literally froze solid. Pipes burst, the power grid collapsed, and people were asking the same question they always ask during these events.
Oh, I know where this is going. If the planet's warming, why is it so damn cold?
Exactly. But here's the kicker. New research just revealed that these brutal cold snaps aren't happening, despite global warming. They're happening because of a completely different system most people have never heard of, swirling 30 miles above our heads.
Wait, 30 miles up? We're talking about the stratosphere here, right? That's like outer space territory?
Not quite outer space, but close enough that most people think it's irrelevant to their daily weather. Turns out, that's dead wrong. There's this massive ring of spinning air up there called the stratospheric polar vortex, and when it hiccups, your morning commute turns into an Arctic nightmare.
Okay, so we've got this high-altitude weather system that somehow controls whether I need my heavy coat or not. But how does that even work? It's so far away.
Think of it like a giant refrigerator door in the sky. When it's closed tight, all the Arctic air stays locked up near the North Pole. But when something makes that door wobble or swing open, whoosh! All that frigid air comes pouring down into places that aren't prepared for it.
And let me guess, climate change is messing with the door handle?
Actually, that's where it gets really fascinating. The researchers found something nobody expected. They discovered that this polar vortex has 5 distinct patterns, but only 2 of them matter for the brutal cold snaps hitting the United States,
Only 2 out of 5? That seems oddly specific.
right? They named them P2 and P3, which sounds like parking spots, but these patterns are like weather fingerprints. P2 sends Arctic air crashing into the Pacific Northwest, while P3 hammers the central and eastern states. And here's the wild part. Since 2015, we've been seeing way more P2 events and fewer P3 events.
So the cold isn't going away, it's just moving around? That's like musical chairs, but with blizzards.
Perfect analogy. But there's more to it. Remember how I mentioned something was controlling that refrigerator door? It's these massive atmospheric waves called planetary waves. Picture them like invisible tsunamis rolling through the sky.
Invisible tsunamis. I'm trying to visualize this, and my brain is melting.
Okay, simpler version. You know how when you skip a stone across water, sometimes it bounces and sometimes it just sinks? These atmospheric waves do the same thing in the stratosphere. When they bounce back down, they can literally shove Arctic air thousands of miles south.
Oh! So it's not just about temperature up there, it's about these wave patterns bouncing around like pinballs.
Exactly. And get this, the timing matters too. With P2 patterns, the wave reflection happens before the cold snap hits the northwest. But with P3 patterns, the reflection is happening right as the cold air is slamming into the Midwest and East Coast.
That's like the difference between getting a weather warning versus having a freight train of cold air just appear out of nowhere.
And speaking of timing, here's where climate change enters the picture. In a way nobody saw coming. Those P2 events that are becoming more common, they're linked to La Niña conditions in the Pacific Ocean.
Hold up, are you telling me that ocean temperatures thousands of miles away are controlling whether Chicago gets buried in snow?
The Earth's climate system is more connected than a spider web, Donna. La Niña cools the Pacific, which changes how air moves around the globe, which affects those planetary waves we talked about, which then influences the polar vortex. It's like atmospheric dominoes.
This is blowing my mind. But I'm thinking about something. If scientists can track these patterns, can they actually predict these cold snaps better?
Now you're asking the million-dollar question. The researchers found they can look 2 to 4 weeks ahead and spot these patterns forming. They even discovered that P3 events often come before P2 events.
So if the East Coast gets hammered, meteorologists can warn the West Coast that they might be next?
Potentially, yes. But here's what's really keeping climate scientists up at night. As the Arctic continues warming faster than anywhere else on Earth, we don't know how these patterns might change. We could see completely new configurations that we've never dealt with before.
Wait, that actually explains something that's been bothering me. People always say, well, it's cold here, so global warming must be fake. But that's completely missing the point, isn't it?
You've hit on one of the biggest misconceptions in climate science. Global warming doesn't mean everywhere gets warmer all the time. It means the overall system has more energy, and that extra energy can actually make extreme weather more extreme in both directions.
It's like turning up the volume on everything. The hot gets hotter, the storms get stormier, and weirdly, sometimes the cold gets colder too.
Perfect way to put it. And that's why this research matters so much. We used to think that as the planet warmed, harsh winters would just fade away. Instead, we're learning that they might become less frequent but more intense, and they'll definitely become less predictable.
So basically, we're entering an era where winter weather is going to surprise us in new ways, even as we understand it better than ever.
That's the paradox of climate science right there. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we still don't know. But studies like this one are giving us the tools to at least see some of these surprises coming.
Before we wrap up, I have to ask, what does this mean for regular people? Should we all be investing in better winter coats?
Well, definitely don't throw away your winter gear. But seriously, this research shows why local communities need flexible adaptation strategies. A city might go several mild winters thinking they can cut their snow removal budget, then get blindsided by a once-in-a-decade freeze.
It's like the weather equivalent of expecting a gentle summer rain and getting hit with a fire hose instead.
Exactly. And that's why the real breakthrough here isn't just understanding these patterns, it's learning to think about climate change as a reorganization of weather, not just a warming trend.
So the next time someone says, "Where's your global warming now?" During a blizzard, I can tell them to look 30 miles up and blame the polar vortex having a bad day.
Or you could just say that Earth's refrigerator door is having mechanical difficulties due to too much energy in the system. Either way works.
Yakov, this has been absolutely fascinating. Thanks for helping us understand why winter weather is getting weirder, not warmer.
Thanks for having me, Donna. And remember, folks, the next time you see a brutal cold snap in the forecast, you'll know there's a complex dance happening high above that makes it all possible.
That's it for this episode of Innovation Pulse. Keep questioning what you think you know about the world around you, because science keeps showing us there's always more to the story.
We've explored how Elon Musk's XAI chatbot Grok is set to make its way into Tesla vehicles, while the company aims to expand its Robotaxi service despite early challenges, and climatologist Yakov Lasker shed light on how disruptions in the polar vortex are bringing unexpected cold snaps to Texas amidst global warming concerns. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends and colleagues so they can also stay updated on the latest news and gain powerful insights. Stay tuned for more updates.